Good morning, everyone. So right now, I'm just changing all our or some of our light fixture. It used to be those CFL light bulbs, which breaks easily and such a hassle to take them out and put it back. So I am changing some of our light fixture. This kind, this is LED. It lasts long and energy efficient as well. And what is cool thing about this, it has the 5 shades that can change to soft white, to blue lights. So let me just connect it and I'll show you what I meant. Okay, so this is now connected. Let me just turn on the switch. That way I can show you what's cool thing about this one. So this is soft white, bright white, cool white, daylight, and blue light. Okay, so I'm just putting it into cool white, and what is nice thing about that is that I can change the shade depending on my mood. All I need is to climb up again on the ladder and change it manually. Okay, everyone. So in this channel, and especially for everyone out there who has been following me, I did some simple cleaning, organizing, few DIY projects, simple crafting, and also some update and decorate with me here in my home, as well as some videos or few videos that I did on the places that I've been. And I would consider that as the glamour side for this channel. But behind the camera, I have been doing some stuff here in my home, which I have done videos in different times, and I'm just compiling it into this one video. And these are the maintenance for the home. It might sound, or for other out there, it is going to be a boring factor, but it's a necessity to keep my home intact. And I'm just sharing my experience. And this is going to be that video. But anyway, today I have, aside from me changing my light fixtures, there's another one that I need to do, but let me just show you those maintenance that I've been doing here in my home. First thing I wanted to show you guys is my screen located in the patio area. It has worked its job for this past few years, but now it has some tears and some of the magnets have fallen down, so it needs a replacement. Before I change the screen, I need to clean the glass and the door frames as well. I bought this from Amazon, and luckily I was able to customize the size that I need for my door frame. It came with the Velcro and pin, and I will be using the Velcro since my door frame is made of aluminum. I find it easier to start on the top of the frame, find the center, and slowly peel the sticker as I work towards the end of the edges. Finally, I am done changing the screen as well as I cleaned my patio area. And the next thing I need to do, even though the furnitures or my furnitures are meant for outdoors, if we're not using them, I place them on the side and put a cover on them just to protect it from the harsh weather, as well as it helps them last longer. For my water heater, we do maintain or drain the water at least once a year. Mine has this tube connected on the tank going up and out of the roof, which means mine is running by gas. Since I'm not professional, I won't be able to show you guys a step-by-step procedure on how to do this, but I would recommend just to do your own research, or if you still have the manual, consider looking on that one. And all I know, as a homeowner, I have to do this at least once a year to remove those sediment buildup, especially on the bottom of the tank, which can reduce the efficiency, cause clogs, and potentially damage the tank. Today, I am turning off my HVAC system for about an hour or so because I need to change my vent filter. And as you can see, putting it side by side between the old and the new, you can see the big difference. And the brand that I'm using, it says on the instruction to change it at least 3 months. But I don't follow that because what I do is check it at least every month and see if it needs some changing. Before I change the filter, I need to clean the grill cover as well as the frame for the opening for the vent. Doing this helps me maintain good indoor air quality, improve system efficiency, and can save me money on energy bills and potential repair. Depending on where the vent is located in your home, others are located on the air handler, which is sometimes located in the attic, basement, or other parts of the home. And in my case, it's a return vent, which is placed on the ceiling, located in one of the living space and one of the rooms. Related to my HVAC system, I also clean my central AC unit for the same reason. Simply using my garden hose and program it on a gentle spray to avoid damaging the delicate fins of the condenser. I do start from the top and spray it on an angle, and I do this once a year during spring or early summer. There is a different and more detailed way to clean the central AC unit, but I would rather leave that to the professional. Okay, everyone. So this is not part of my maintenance, but I guess it is part of it, but it's more of cleaning. But since I'm working on the ceiling right now and I have the ladder here inside my home, I might as well just start cleaning this chandelier because I have not touched this since we put it up. I think it's about 3 or 4 years now, and it's been accumulating a lot of dust. So let me just do that right now. Okay, so this is done. On to the next one I need to do. But first, let me make sure this is not moving. Okay. About my exhaust fan, I used to just clean the superficial part of it, and I recently found out that I have to remove the cover in order for me to be able to clean and vacuum the fan itself. And by simply doing this, it will maintain air quality, prevent fire hazard, and ensure that my fans will work effectively. Because if I don't do this, my fans will clog and it won't work effectively. To remove humidity, which can lead to mold and mildew growth, especially on the damp areas like my bathroom. To remove the cover, I just gently pull it down to expose the clips. Then I just squeeze those clips together to detach it from the ceiling, and same way to put it back. Regarding range hood, mine is a low profile microwave hood, and I do clean this every now and then, especially the filter, so I can remove the grease and odor, enhancing the hood's efficiency and keep my kitchen cleaner. And I do clean this with just running warm water as well as a dish soap. And by doing this, it helps my hood maintain optimal performance, improve air quality, and most specifically prevent fire hazard. I've been cleaning this for so many years now, and finally I decided to buy a new one. I bought this 12-layer filter, and just by putting them side by side, you can see the big difference between the old and the new one. Okay, everyone. So last thing I want to share to you guys is all about the smoke and carbon monoxide alarm that I have here in my home. So a few days ago, our alarm just keep on turning on. We don't even know what's the reason, and we keep on changing our batteries, but it still keep on turning on. So we did our research and found out that this alarm has expiration. I did not even know that. So it's only good for 7 to 10 years, which is understandable because we've lived in this home for about a decade now. That means that we have to change all of this alarm, and these are expensive, but it's a must or a priority for us to change it for safety reason. And also I found out that ours is a hardwire and the batteries that's in there are just for backup reasons. So what I did is just bought the same brand, but the updated version. And hopefully I can use the old wires that's up there as well as the mounting brackets. Okay guys, so it's bad news for me. I already installed one in one of our bedrooms, and I found out that the connection as well as the bracket is different. And because of that, I have to change the wirings as well as change the bracket. And again, just like the plumbing, I am no professional in regards to electrical. That is why I won't be able to show you guys the detailed instruction how to change this. We even encounter some minor setbacks, and we have to call some families and friends, and luckily we were able to fix it. But one thing I can share when changing a new alarm is don't forget to put the date when you install and needs to be replaced. Okay, everyone, so these are just a few basic things that we do here in our home. If you guys have anything to share, experiences or tips and tricks, please comment on the section box because I wanted to know. But anyway, this is the difference between renting and owning a home, because when you rent and you find something's wrong, you either call the office management or the owner and they can fix it or change it for you. But owning a home, it's either you do it or you hire somebody. But anyway, we did have encountered some few problems here in our home. Nothing major, it's fixable, but I know that in the future we'll still be encountering other stuff that we have to deal, and hopefully we'll be ready for it, especially financially. But anyway, I hope you had fun watching this or find some inspiration or learn something from these basic things that I have shown you guys. And I know others out there already know how to do this. But anyway, please share, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you get to be notified whenever I post some videos here on my YouTube channel. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!